Respiratory distress, Doc.
Steve.
Yeah.
You see Monica? I paid her. She hasn't got back to me.
Check that.
It was just there.
Well, can you tell me, was there much suffering? Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the call. Tracey? Actually, Tracey is here. And I should be the one to tell her. Okay. Thank you.
Did they get enough blood, or are they gonna need more?
We're good for now, but don't go too far in case we need another sample.
I'm not going to go anywhere. I want them to figure out why I am immune to the pathogen so they can use me to make an antidote.
Doctors are working on it.
I don't understand. Why am I, of everybody in Port Charles, immune? Why isn't it you?
Why not you? Fate works in mysterious ways.
Well, there's mysterious and then there's cruel. Look at you, you're a mess.
Yeah, well, don't... Excuse me, don't count me out just yet. And when they beat this thing, it's going to be because of you. Your generosity, your heart, and your blood.
Yeah, and if not my blood, then the $18 million I coughed up to get the cure from Jerry Jacks. Monica, they making any progress?
No, not so far. Have you talked to Ned or Dylan?
No.
Well, you know, from what I hear, that the service is bad all over. You know, everybody's probably trying to get through to their families, so the circuits are overloaded. But the internet's still working, so maybe we can scare up your boys on a video call.
Could we table this for right now? I need to talk to you, please.
What is this about?
There has been a fatality.
Who?
Well, it's somebody that is close to both of us. Daddy.
Here, I need you to go find a doctor.
Charlie,
I need you to
gotta
go
tell
find
you
a doctor.
something.
Hey, we got you to the hospital. We're gonna take care of you, okay? We're gonna take care of you. Todd, please go find a doctor.
No, they know you here. You go get the
Are
doctor.
you kidding me? I need your help. We need a doctor over here, please.
Carly. Hey.
Somebody.
I'll be right back. Don't get all deathbed chatty on me.
He was sick, but he was managing.
Tracey, listen, you don't understand.
Don't understand? What's to understand? My father's dead.
Edward isn't dead.
He's not dead?
No.
Monica, are you malicious or just stupid and insensitive?
No, you are jumping to conclusions. Edward isn't dead. Cook is.
Cook is dead?
Yes, can you believe it?
Monica, could you have been just a tad bit more specific?
Well, she is family. Granted, she's terrifying.
Oh, please, she didn't let us in the kitchen for 10 years.
But she still is family, Tracey, and she deserves to be mourned for as long as we can.
Well, unless the CDC comes up with a remedy quickly.
Actually, I think I have it.
I gotta tell you.
Well, listen, but you gotta save your strength later, okay?
I gotta tell you what I...
You need to stop talking.
Look, I know we said no more secrets and no more lies, but you believed in me. And I gotta tell you.
No.
You need to know.
You need to stop talking, okay?
You need to know everything
Save your strength.
before I die.
Johnny.
Let me see what's going on. Took a long time. Apparently some knucklehead put pathogen in the water. Trauma 2, let's go.
I'll be right here.
Come on, let's go.
You're gonna be
Let's go.
okay.
Put pressure on that. Hey, you okay?
Talking like he's dying.
He's delirious. He's probably not making any sense at all.
Sounded like a
What? It sounded like what?
confession. I mean, what does that mean, though? I mean, what does he have to confess about?
I don't know.
Sure about that? Jack says at the marina, you and Johnny were arguing.
Is that what Johnny was talking about?
The good news is I was able to isolate the antibodies that Tracey's immune system generated and synthesize it.
Has it been tested?
Yes, only in the lab, Monica. It worked. It stopped the pathogen and it turned it back.
Well, then the findings have to go to CDC.
I already did that.
Okay, then we can start distribution protocol.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't? It has to go to everybody as quickly as possible, including my father. I'm gonna get him down here. I'm gonna go get my
It took
phone.
hours to make this one dose with all the equipment we have. There's not enough time to make it for the whole city. We can't generate that much.
How much can you generate?
This is it.
That's all the anti-serum you have?
Producing it on a mass scale would take days. The hospital simply doesn't have the resources. The CDC does. But it's still going to take too much time.
One dose.
Well, since no one else is saying it, I'll ask. If there's only one dose, who gets it?
Monica, I've done everything I can. I'm going to spend time with my daughter.
Monica, if only one person in Port Charles gets that medicine, you and I both know who it is.
Oh, we do?
It's Daddy.
I feel like I have a fever that's 110, and there's no cure. My boyfriend's been shot. So if these are my last few moments on Earth, I don't want to spend them hearing you tell me what a horrible person you are.
I am a horrible person. But I'm being honest with you, right? Don't I get points for being honest?
Yeah, you get points for telling the truth. What were you and Johnny arguing about?
He doesn't deserve you. He's lying to you. He hasn't changed.
Because you don't believe people can change, right? Because they just won't change.
That's a sticky issue. I do not believe that Johnny has changed. But I do believe that someone could change for you.
Carly!
Hi. Well,
Johnny's stable for now. The bullet did serious damage. But, with him already compromised from the pathogen, there's only so much we can do.
Is he gonna make it?
We're gonna remove the bullet as soon as Noir gets free. But in the meantime, we might want to spend any time you have left with him.
I'll go with you.
No. I need to be with Johnny alone.
It's not that I don't empathize with you, Tracey. If I had my druthers, I would put Edward at the top of the list.
Monica, you're chief of staff. Your druthers are the only druthers that matter.
I also have to follow federal guidelines. I can't ignore them.
Why not? What are they going to do? Take away your medical license posthumously? I'm sorry, that was insensitive.
Oh, yes, it was. But while I'm still breathing, I have to follow rules.
Follow this. That serum came out of my blood. I own it. My father gets it.
Well, maybe we need to both take a
Why
step
don't
back.
you stay out of this?
Monica!
Tracy, shut up. I am chief of staff here, and if you don't be quiet, I'm going to have you thrown out of the hospital.
No need. I'm gonna go for a walk in the quad. I'll be around if you need me.
I am in the middle of a crisis, Tracy.
You and everybody else, including my father, who needs that medicine.
Well, it is going to go to a doctor.
Oh, now you're going to tell me you're going to give it to yourself.
It's going to go to a doctor so they, in turn, can treat patients.
With what? That is the only dose.
Oh.
Monica, if you cannot do it for yourself, then save Daddy for Ellen.
Daddy, when am I going to get better?
Hopefully very soon.
Michael Wall is sick too.
Is he? Really? Well, then you guys are going to have to help each other feel better together.
Are you sick too?
Little bit.
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
if we don't get better, will we get to see Mommy?
I really hope so.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I know this is hideously overcrowded, but I really wanted you here with me. You can use this room to rest. But first, I want you to drink this.
Where is Tracey?
I don't know, Monica. I've been...
She stole it.
She stole what?
It was in my office, and she took it. She took it to give to Edward.
I love you. Whatever you have to tell me can wait.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too.
Damn it, Tracey. What the hell have you done?
Patrick, my father wants Emma to have this.
I can't accept that. There's protocol.
Forget protocol. We're playing by Quatermaines rules now, and if a Quatermaine steals it, Quatermaine owns it. So I stole it for Daddy, and Daddy wants Emma to have it.
Monica.
I really don't know what you're talking about. I just know that a vial of the anti-serum has been misplaced. I'm going to have to file a report if I can ever find the pages and the paperwork and all of that in this mess.
Monica.
What?
You have been a promiscuous social climber. My brother was an idiot to marry, let alone put you that house. But over the years, you've been incredibly good to my father, and I'm very grateful.
Are you sure you're not sick, Tracey? Because you're sounding awfully gracious at the moment.
Don't stand there. Give her the medicine.
You gotta drink this, okay? It's gonna make you feel better. Good girl. I have to thank you.
Wasn't me. It was my father. I thought I could trick him into taking the medicine, but he was one step ahead of me, like always.
Can you wave to Mr. Quatermaine and say thank you?
Daddy hates it when I'm emotional. He always says there's no reason for sadness. Daddy's had a long life. A good life. A life filled with laughter, adventure, happiness. A life filled with love, good fortune.
I love you.
Friends and family. Though not without pain. Loss, sadness, or regret. He wouldn't change a thing. And if this is his time, he's going to be reunited with the woman he loves.